Hey guys, thanks for joining us again on the Detour Live. I'm your host Dan Jones, joined by four-time National Road Champion from Australia, Johnny Trevorrow, who, of course, has got internet issues, guys. It's the tough period. Stage 12 to 18 is where the cream rises to the top, and this is where other people can crack. And Iffy, what's going on? Come on, mate.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a tough period.
A week Wi-Fi. It was working. I was looking online, whatever, and nothing came through from you. And suddenly I was sort of on my phone. So then I've just taken it off and used my phone, and we're going. It's all good.
All right. Well, it was on paper a day that looked for a breakaway, and that's exactly how it panned out. And Italy, back to back, they must be up and about over at the Giro, Johnny.
Stefano Oldani. That's right. Yeah. Yes, teammate of Mathieu van der Poel, who was in the break, but they played it very smart. Van der Poel was on that last climb was an absolute ripper. I was surprised someone from the GC didn't decide to take it on. We did the feed on that last climb, which was the Velchio de Sasso, I think it was called, and it was very steep, but the whole bunch came through virtually intact. Even the sprinters were just off the back, and they went. Cav come past, said "G'day," so they weren't under a lot of pressure at all. But
Cav's wanting to ride for another 2 years. I saw in the media, so
why not? It was good on him. It was a long time, but he retired, and he's still a class act, as he's just proven. I reckon he'll go to a team who will love him. I mean, his time's done with the Wolfpack. I have no doubt about that. He won't get into Tour de France this year, and that's what he wants. He wants to be back at the Tour, where he should be.
Can he do like a mid-season transfer to get a start at the Tour? Like you've seen that happen in the
past. I don't know about that. That's an interesting one. It has been done. It's not easy. I doubt that would happen, but anyway, yeah.
Well, if Fevra can make some burner out of it, I reckon he'd look at it. Just a brown paper bag and chop off in Belgium.
He wouldn't look good if he got all that publicity and was winning a stage and breaking Merckx's record, and he was in another team. It wouldn't look so good for.
Yeah, but as I said, brown paper bag. As long as he gets compensated nicely for it, he won't care. He's enjoying his Dom Perignon as it's all happening. Anyway,
wonderful stage today. We're staying in a little village just out of San Remo, so we're actually on the last part of the course at just near the suppressor for Milan San Remo. So a beautiful part of the world down by the Mediterranean there, and it was a warm one and a great stage, and the boys from Bike Exchange were out and about, and a really good ride, actually, from Lucas. He was in the break. Him and Matteo Sobrero were both in that breakaway. But it split before the last climb, and they just got that fraction too much. So for then, that was around 30, 40, 50 seconds for the last 20K chasing into finish in Genoa. But it was a longer stage day, 204 kilometres, and a hot one. And it was a shame Lucas just couldn't get across, but it would have been a sprint, and he's not a sprinter, so he probably would have had trouble. But impressive ride. The boys are up and about.
Well, we've got grabs that I've pinched from Lucas and Whitey after the race. We'll play those a little bit later, but let's catch up with all the interviews you did before the start.
Okay, just before the start of stage 12, and I've got Chris Jensen with me. Now, we've had lots of requests to talk with you from the fans out there, mate. But today is a day for the breakaway and a day for you.
Oh, it could well be. I certainly think that we're all pretty keen to see what happens at the start. Keep an eye out, and hopefully we get some guys in the break. And if not, then there's also things to play for in the final, depending on if there's teams that look to control, which Alpecin may well want to, so it's going to be interesting.
So, of course, your role's changed with what's happened on the Tour. Originally, at the beginning of this Giro, it was all about just protecting Simon, but now it's about a stage win, so everyone's got a different role to play.
Absolutely, and I think when you build a team around a guy who's come here to win, then everyone's obviously on top form, including Simon, despite just one day. So with 2 weeks left, we still have plenty to play for or ride for.
Now, I noticed the last couple of days you've been a bit more aggressive. You've been jumping up the road, trying to get something happening. I guess that'll be the strategy for today.
Yeah, I think it's just like a question of flicking the switch and then looking at things slightly differently and trying to approach it in a different manner. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
Now, I know you've got to go, but you've been with the team now, I think 7 years, and going on to 8. But you've got a different background because you're, Danish family, but you were born in Ireland and didn't live there until you were 16, so you've got a bit of a mixed accent there, mate.
I do indeed, yeah. I spent the first 16 years in Ireland, so born and raised in Ireland, Danish parents, live in Denmark now, but consider myself half-half, especially when I'm here with the team, able to keep on top of my English, so as long as I keep hold of the old Irish twang, then everything's good.
Well, more than half-half, because you've got a big part Aussie as well with all your time with the team.
That's true.
And your nickname is the Joker. Where does that come from?
Oh, maybe it's because everyone thinks I'm a bit of a joke.
No, I think it's because you play a few jokes.
Maybe so.
Good luck today, mate.
Thanks, Iffy. See you.
Okay, with me I've got Luke Roberts, the DS of DSM. So, wonderful stage win yesterday, mate.
Yeah, it was great to see Alberto pick up a win. He's actually, since the Herald Sun Tour 2 years ago, 2020, picked up his first victory with the team. Since then, has been struggled a bit with his self-confidence. I've been trying to help him with it, keep trying to build him up, and yesterday it's paid off for him, and really happy little guy there. Yeah.
Well, I do remember that, of course. It was into Shepparton, and he beat young Caden Groves as well. They're both youngsters, and I think he ran third maybe in the Cadell race that year as well.
No, it was the race Torquay. Race Torquay. He was on the podium there. Yep. The Cadell Evans race was a bit too tough for him, but he's as I said, he's had some challenges and his progression, but it's going to be great for his confidence now to now he knows what he can do. So
it was interesting in his post-race interviews. He talked about it. He realised he was in the position maybe for a podium, and then suddenly he flashed home. But gee, that last 30 metres was very quick.
Yeah, he's definitely quick. When he gets a clear run, he can be up there with the best. But what we've seen yesterday, he's came in there, clear run, clear mind, and done a great sprint. So it was great to see him pick up that win.
So what's the plans for today?
Still, we just want to keep our focus on the GC. Keep getting Romain through the days, through this week as good as possible. Coming towards the weekend, we'll have some tougher stages. So it's all about conserving energy, keeping Romain in a good place, and then if it comes down to a bunch finish, we have a couple of options there. But first priority stays with the GC there.
Yeah, a bit of a climb early, but then it'll be most likely a breakaway day, you think?
Yeah, it looks to be a breakaway day, and it's a little bit challenging. It's not as easy and not as flat as yesterday, put it that way. Yesterday also had challenges with the wind there, made quite some stress in the bunch. But I mean, with the parcours we have today, it's a very good chance for the breakaway, and I think a lot of guys will be looking for it, and we probably will see a bigger group going.
Good luck today, mate.
Thanks, John.
Okay, so we've got Chris Hamilton with me, DSM major support rider. You must be excited about the stage win yesterday.
Yeah, we're all buzzing from it. It was a pretty chaotic stage. I mean, everyone had in their mind that we just got to get through this, get Romain home safe, because the wind was up and stuff like that, and then once we knew we were going to get through the final safe. We were originally going to sprint with Case, but he said he wasn't feeling so good, so last minute we changed to Alberto, and we had almost all the guys there in the last few kilometres, and it's pretty hard when to compete with some of the lead-out trains that are here, especially for a team like us, but everyone was just super committed for him, and we're so happy to see him pull it off.
So it was quite chaotic in the last 2K, especially the last K, with the sprint trains racing each other, and it was all over the place.
Yeah, it was, especially after at the end of such a stressful day as well, and when there's big wide roads and a lot of room for teams to move and people that don't have sprinters trying to attack and stuff like that, it was messy, but yeah.
That last 50 metres of Alberto was very impressive. I mean, he really went quick.
Yeah, I couldn't when I saw the replay of it. I couldn't believe how far back he was, But yeah, it's we always knew how quick he was, but there's a lot of times he's been in a not so good position or boxed in or something like that. So yeah, when he gets a clear space to sprint, it was impressive.
I remember him winning the first stage into Shepparton in the Suntour a couple of years ago, and I thought, well, he beat Caden Groves actually, and I remember thinking, oh, that was quick.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, that was. I wasn't at that Suntour, but yeah, I guess that was probably his last pro win. So it's been a little while, and we came very close last year in the Vuelta a few times. So it's he's quick.
So your role today, mate?
Just take. Not take it easy, but, stay out of trouble, monitor who's going to be in the break. We have to make sure, there's not GC guys slipping into a bigger move, because on paper this looks like a pretty good breakaway day. So if there's, no GC threats or something in it, and they can, go clear out the road, and it might have 10 minutes or something like that. But I mean, you never know. You can't just assume it's going to be a breakaway. We still have to ride like we're going to have to, or even if it is a breakaway, we still have to be safe in the final. So there's always going to be a fight for that. But yeah, just get through the day as easy as possible and ready for the last week.
Good luck today, Chris.
Thank you.
There's a good bunch of interviews there pre-start, and the funny one is obviously Chris Jensen. He was clearly in a hurry trying to get on the bus, and you just kept, because his shoulders kept moving, like, that's it, short little answers. But you're like a bulldog, John. You don't stop. Jan Bourne,
he's a good man. He's a good man.
Loving the interviews. She says, loving the interviews, John. Good questions for Chris. July Jensen, and you're getting to get a great selection of different people in multiple teams. So if Jan's
thanks, Jan,
you're doing a good job. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from Lucas Hamilton and Matt White, and post race with the stage winner Stefano Oldani. So stay tuned.
Look at this bike. You think it's just a bike, right? But it's not. It's a bike 374 people are looking at. This guy, this girl, them, all looking at it. People from here, there, and wherever this is. People that are looking for a bike. Or just a piece of it. Amateurs, semi-amateurs, and pro-amateurs. This guy wants this bike, but with this crank and these bars. This could be the perfect match. But not this one. This girl has a bike to sell, and thousands of people might purchase it. Eyes on Bikes help grow small businesses. His, hers, yours, and the latest data and insights help those businesses keep moving. We are the world's #1 bike marketplace, with over 500,000 products and 900 brands, where buyers and sellers are brought together in a place where a bike is never just a bike. Bike Exchange, where the world buys, sells, learns, and rides.
Feel more in every moment. The all-new Lexus NX.
Thanks again, of course, to lexusofblackburn.com.au and John's favourite photo of 2022, Ruby Rose Buchanan and Blake Quick at the Lexus of Blackburn Bakery. It's popping out the top of the Lexus car there. Do you know what type of Lexus car that is? It's like a hybrid, isn't it? Was that the full electric?
No. It's an electric car. It's the it's the it says on the side the AX300, EX300, or NX300, and it is an absolute ripper. I drove a few laps of the course, and amazing.
Yeah, and also as we always say, support the companies that support cycling, and there's no bigger supporters of cycling, particularly in Australia, than Jayco. Get on to jayco.com.au for all the latest 2022 models, everything you need for your camping and outdoor experiences. They're just industry leaders for a reason. They're the best in the business, and the last couple of years particularly, they have just been inundated with orders because also their after-sales service is fantastic as well. If you've ever got any issues, you can be part of a global, Australia-wide dealership network, and the guys at Jayco will sort you out. And of course, backed by Jerry Ryan, who's done more for Australian cycling than anyone, you'd argue. So get behind Jayco. Now, Iffy, we've got a video that you put me onto. Pinched it off Twitter. This was Lucas Hamilton and Matt White's reaction after stage number 12.
Look, the boys rode a really good race today. Not the result we wanted. We wanted to try to win, but you've got to be in it to win it. But they had first phase of the race covered, didn't miss any beats there. And then in the final, Lucas rode a really good final. The three guys out front were just too strong.
I knew it was going to be tough there with such a large group to sort of control those moves, slipping off the front. I sort of marked that climb as the climb where I was going to try and thin it down to just climbers. And the guys at the front just, they kept that gap all the way. We chopped off four of us over top of the last climb as hard as we could, but it wasn't to be.
There you go. That's Matt White and Lucas Hamilton. And let's hear now from the stage winner, up and about Italian, Stefano Oldani, after the finish.
Congratulations. What a win. What a success. Tell us a bit the feeling in Italian winning here.
Yeah, it's just a dream. It was a really a big goal for me, and reach it. So what I can say, I'm super happy. I worked really hard in the past period to reach this moment, and now I did it. So what I can say, I'm super happy.
Can you tell us a bit how it developed during the race? You were three Alpecin at the front. You were really hard the high end. How you played it? You attacked to avoid to be attacked, really?
No, actually, I was there to work for Mathieu. We knew that he is the champion of the team. So our goal today was to be in the break, and if the break was quite big like today, to be present in more than one. We was in three. I think we was the only team with three guys in front. So I think we managed really well. And in the end, I was just trying to keep high the pace to don't let go Rota. And then we make a gap, me and the other guy of Jumbo. And when I saw it, I thought, okay, I just keep going. And then we worked really well all together. And we reached the finish.
Can you tell us how you managed the sprint with Lime Riser attacking at the bottom of the little hill? How did you manage your effort?
Yeah, actually, I was pretty sure that the guy of Jumbo was trying to anticipate. So I was looking at him, and I knew that it was not possible to let go if I really want to win. So I thought, okay, I just keep the three guys together, me and the other two guys together, and then I play with my sprint. I don't want to have any rethink about it. So okay, I thought, okay, I just close it, and then we will see in the sprint.
Just to conclude, you said you worked really hard. What has changed for you since you have joined Alpecin? How did you evolve really as a rider?
I think we worked really hard on trainings, on say food, what to eat, when eat, and I learned a lot of things from my trainers, from the team. So we did a lot of step up. And actually I want to do an altitude camp before to come here, because I never had the opportunity to go in altitude before Giro. So this year I did one altitude before the start of the season, and then another one before Giro. So I thought, okay, I want to be 100%. I want to do all what I can do to try to take something special like today, and to don't have any how say regrets, yeah. And actually I think that's my hard work pay off.
Well, congratulations. Well done. Congrats.
Awesome. Stefano Oldani. I better take his name down. A bit slack there. That was him after the finish.
It was interesting. The three guys who sprinted for that stage, none of them had ever won a Grand Tour stage. So they were all in foreign territory, as they say. It was a very, very strong sprint between Rota and Oldani. But, yep, someone's got to win it.
Yep. So what are the other key talking threads coming out on the ground at the Giro, Iffy? Got any other breaking news?
Not really. Surprisingly, most of the people have come through without through all the COVID testing, which I thought there'd be a few more issues, but that hasn't been the case. So disappointing for Caleb to pull out. I'm sure he'll bounce back, but. Yeah, so Sunday is a very good stage. Sunday is into Torino. It does loops with plenty of climbing. So the GC guys have had a couple of days off. I think they'll come out to play. Tomorrow is probably a breakaway day, although there is a chance for the sprinters. There's a climb really early. I've got it there somewhere. And then there it is. But once you get over that, if they can be not, the way the GC guys are going, I don't think they'll even bother with that. So if sprinters can be within QE after that, and they've had almost a day off today, I wouldn't be surprised to see a sprint finish tomorrow.
All right. Well, who would you be tipping then if you think it's going to come down to sprint? Demar?
Yeah, it's a type of day. It's a Demar day, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say Cav.
Okay. Well, that'd add another probably 0 to his 2-year deal. If you win another Giro stage. Well, the thing is, you've always said, is there anything that Cav can do? Like, say he wins another stage, or to put that pressure on that Tour de France spot, or you think no, it doesn't matter what he does for the rest of the Giro, he ain't going the Tour?
I don't think. There's only a couple of opportunities, so whether he gets one of those or not, I don't think he'll be going to the Tour. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And you threw something up just before that I hadn't thought about, but it has been done, mid-season transfers. So there's a bit involved in that, but that would be an interesting one. Would be a very interesting one.
All right. Well, it's probably short and sharp episode tonight. Iffy, you can get your Zeds, because these are the real danger stages. Real danger stages. Yes. 13 to 18. Yes. You've just got to get through it.
Well, we've got an interesting stage. We start in San Remo and head back virtually on the opposite way of the Milan-San Remo, virtually going exactly the opposite way up the road, and then inland to right up to Cuneo. So it's as I say, a chance for the sprinters, and I'll be interested to see what the food's like up in Cuneo. I haven't been there before. I've never stayed there, so we'll see what the food is like. But looking forward to a very, very good day of racing. And the weather has just been enormous. Just a bit late getting in to our hotel tonight for me to go for a swim in the beautiful Mediterranean, but it was very inviting.
Rick Jagger, brother of Mick, he's got a question for you. What's your final podium, if he... Obviously talking about the GC at this stage.
I'm looking forward to this finale. I think Carapaz will win, and I'll go for Bardet and Almeida.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
And Jai Hindley.
Yeah.
Is definitely in there with a chance. So not just a podium, but... the good thing about it is that Bardet and Carapaz are not good time trialers. So Almeida's a little bit better. But if he can hold them, look, the last week is a monster mountain week. But Jai is in very good spirits, and he believes he can do it. So, we've got to back the Aussie.
Yep. All right. Well, there's plenty more Giro to come, and we'll be broadcasting live at 7 a.m. Australian Standard Time for the rest of the race. And as we always say, YouTube.com.
Oh, so it's 7 a.m. for the rest of the race. So you got no other family challenges you're going to move.
Oh, no, not this weekend. Next weekend, the kids will be there, so I might have to slip it back to 6:30. unless Will wants to join the show for his expert analysis of how Spider-Man got rolled in the sprint. If you want to,
he was very good last time. He was very good. Yeah. Chip off the old block.
That's right. So stay tuned for plenty more. Thanks for all the support, guys, and rest up if you got a big block coming up ahead, mate.
I did notice one similarity with young Will and you, or two actually. He looks like you is one. The second one.
Funny how
he
that
knew
works.
Nothing about the race, but he was confident in what he said.
That's right. That's right. I don't know where he gets that from. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be back again tomorrow. Get some rest, Iffy. Keep getting that gold pre-start. We'll see you then. Cheers.
Okay.